The Kariobangi North MCA Joel Munuve is officially dead, and the interesting thing about his death is that it came just 3 days after he initiated talks on Sakaja'S impeachment, and also because he said he has incriminating evidence as to what is going on in City Hall. And now here we are, the man is dead. I want you to just listen in to KJ explaining the gravity of this matter to the National Assembly. Here's the tip.
Mr. Speaker, the death of Honorable Joel Munuve is a curious death, especially at a time when he was raising very pertinent issues about the leadership and the goings-on in City Hall, Mr. Speaker. Only 3 days before his death, the Honorable Joel Munuve dared to first collect signatures for the impeachment of the governor of Nairobi City County. Secondly, he had said that he's going to reveal very damning information about the goings-on in City Hall, Mr. Speaker. So even as we are saying Paula to the family of MCA Joel Munuve, I wish that this House would stand up and call upon the investigative authorities not to gloss over this matter, because this matter might be having very serious interests that go very high up. Mr. Speaker, we would not want to place the blame anywhere. Let that be left to the investigative authorities.
And KJ isn't wrong. Here's Munuve openly talking about impeaching Sakaja.
That we needed to impeach the governor because of incompetence. Number one, we want a forensic audit to be done. What has he done with the money that he claims he collected every day? How many companies have been paid? Why were they paid? Which services were rendered? We see. Because as it is, how can one person buy more than 17 top of range vehicles? How? Where did you get that money from? We need to know all these things. Again, there was an investigation that was being carried here in this institution against corruption. It is stopped. Why did it stop? Those are the things that we need to know. Because we cannot just be blind and say that everything is okay, everything is working, and there's nothing is working. If you go to my area, now that
You know, this is such a serious matter, and the best way I can put it is this. Imagine if Mwengi Mutuse were to talk about impeaching Rigathi Gachagua and saying he'll table 8 counts of impeachment, or was it 12, and he starts discussing those counts and how he has incriminating evidence and so on and so forth. And then 3 days later on a Friday, he winds up dead. He collapses at home. Won't the timing be very, very peculiar? I believe it will be. And that's the same situation that we find ourselves in Nairobi County. And that's exactly why Jeff Koinange made sure to raise the issue yesterday on his show when he invited Sakaja. I'm sure that was the end goal of that invitation. Now, eventually, Sakaja did give his condolences, but he did want to do it to the point alikasirika when Jeff brought it up. Here's the tip.
All right, while you were gone, someone was murdered in your county. I want to take a break, come back, and just clear the air. How's that? Don't get pissed off, it's okay. Usikasirike.
Jeff was able to read Sakaja'S mood and saw that amekasirika after he raised that issue. So anyway, after the commercial break and Sakaja kukasirika, he begrudgingly gave condolences to the family of MCA Joel Munuve. Here's the tip.
But secondly, and importantly, and as you mentioned, allow me to pass my deepest and sincere condolences to the people of Kariobangi North. We lost a member of County Assembly, Joel Munuve, who was Kimanzi, who was MCA for Kariobangi North. He collapsed at home. I don't know why you call it murder. I don't know. Maybe you have information, but the autopsy is tomorrow at 8 a.m. And we've asked for a full investigation to understand what happened, because I don't think he had a history of illness, but we'll let the professionals tell us. Death is a serious thing. Death is not something that we can, play with or politicize. He was very firm, and he was very passionate about the issues he believed in. And the times we disagreed, but then also the times we agreed. We sat down, we had meetings, and I really wish, I spoke to his brother this morning. His brother is called John Kimanzi. I've spoken to him again this evening. I know they're doing the autopsy, and we'll support the family. But all this is in the hands of God. But what we want, to allay all this, whatever political speculations could be there or whatever it is a full investigation into what happened to Mheshimiwa.
Yeah. And if something happens and the finger is pointed at certain individuals, will you all take action?
Now, to be fair to Sakaja, because we have to be fair to everybody, many are saying he's the suspect, but it could be anybody. Because Munuve wanted to impeach Sakaja, and he also wanted to expose the rot in City Hall. So is it wale ambao wanaiba pale City Hall, walishtuka, wakafanya jambo, or is it the governor, or is it just a freak accident? This is something we don't know. Let investigations be done, but it cannot be done by the government. We don't trust any findings of the government. Kwa ile mambo ya Ogola hatuwaamini. Kwa hii kama ni serikali itafanya autopsy hatuwaamini. We want a private group to come in and do some fact finding. Then we can either exonerate everybody or say something is off here. There's a anomaly. Was it a biochemical attack? Aliekewa kitu kwa chakula? Was something sprayed on him? Like Kim Jong-un's brother who was sprayed in an airport only to die a few hours later. Let's wait and see. The autopsy should be released by end of today, if not tomorrow. And we'll know the way forward. But what say you guys? Do you believe this is an assassination or a freak accident? Just drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And in the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.